Hello everybody, we are getting back after like a 3-month hiatus to the Whose Jersey Would I Buy and Why series today, talking about the Colorado Avalanche. Now before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. I'll talk about, news, trades, rumors, all that good stuff, and then kind of stuff like this, just kind of weird series where I talk about what jersey I'd buy for each player on a team, and we of course are going to be talking about the Avs. Anyway, subscribe and we will get to it. The Avalanche have multiple guys. Of course, the fact that they are the reigning Stanley Cup champion, you could say, oh, I want this guy's jersey, I want this guy's, and you would all be valid. There is McKinnon, there is McCarr, there are so many guys here that you could pick from. I would say that this would be one of the more difficult teams to pick in the league, and for good reason. But for me, I made a decision here, and I had it split between two players, ended up going this route. I'm going Gabriel Landeskog now. Landeskog is a former first overall pick. I think that is kind of adds into it, for a player to be taken with that top pick, it is special. You can look back at that and say, this guy was taken with that top pick and was viewed to be a potential star in the league, and he is a player that has been able to be very good in his time in the league. I know on top of that, you look at what he went through in the 2016-17 season where the team was terrible. And it was the worst team in the league, I think, that year. And he's still here, which is good for him. But at the time, you're probably thinking, if you're Landeskog, what am I in? This team has not exactly been dominant since I've been here. We're terrible. What's the direction of this team? Is this the beginning of something really bad? Yada, yada, yada. But they got through it. And I know a lot of people would say, oh, it was just 1 year. But I watched a video of him, and he wasn't sad by any means or whatever, but he was looking at the cup. And he pointed to that 16-17 season, and that would have been the year the Penguins won the Cup. But he pointed to that season, and he said that was the year that we ended up finishing worst in the league. And he pointed at other rings, saying, this year we did this year we did this, until he pointed to the year they won the Cup, and he said, this right here, this is when we won the championship. That shows to me a guy that cares, and is also, a guy that is sticking with the process. A lot of people, especially a younger player, maybe feels like, oh, this is not where I want to be, where a team is historically bad. Could have been like, I don't want to be here, I want out, especially in this era too. They say, I got to get out of here, get me out of here. Instead, he is looking back at that and just, you can see it in his eyes, all the frustration likely from that season, but you can see what it led up to as he is literally pointing to the year that they won the Cup on the ring there. Very cool for them to say. And I would say on top of that, for other reasons, he's just a very underrated player in his time in the league. I think for him, he's kind of aged like a fine wine, and it helps that the team around him has got much better as well. I'm not going to deny that. But you look at his numbers, even his simple stats, and you just say every year you just start to see him be almost around or at or a little bit over a point per game player. A guy that has been in the league for a while, and some guys either don't make it, or they never live up to expectations, or they aren't on the same team. This guy was drafted by the Avalanche and then has been able to work his way up within the team and to get this team, I wouldn't say that he is the only player responsible, but is a big part as their captain to get to the top of the mountain and win the Stanley Cup for the third time in the franchise's history. Very cool for him. He's a gritty player as well. I also appreciate that. An underrated gritty player, I should say. But all in all, I'd say that he's just good, and he's likely got multiple years left on his playing career. I think that he is 30 this year or 29. Either way, he has still got something left in him. Always good to see a Swede be able to play well in the NHL. You love to have European players play well. But all in all, a really cool guy, and that is who I'd get the jersey. Sorry for the rant, but I was just thinking one of these videos, got to get back on the series, and Landeskog is a great jersey to get. If you were going to get a Colorado Avalanche jersey, whose jersey would you get and why? Let me know down below in the comments. Also, please make sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. And go of hockey, all right. Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.